Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So this is a Valentine's theme video. I'm going to be showing you how I made this really cool word that says love. I actually bought this, I just painted it, but I'm going to be showing you how I did that. I'm going to show you how you can make this book box. I love this idea because, you know, sometimes like when you go on your first date, like to the movies, you go out to eat, or you have some pictures or cute little notes that you treasure and you don't really know where to put them. This is a really great idea because you can put them in here and, you know, keep them always. And you can also gift this to somebody and, you know, give them, like for example, you know, stuff that you treasure, like movie tickets, you know, notes, pictures, you know, things that you guys kind of went through together. And what I did is I kind of made it like a story of like our story, you know, like I put our story here, I put you and me, author God, and I put like a little introduction on the inside of the book, sort of like a little, sort of like a little note in here of what I want it to say. And I just think it's a really good idea. So I really love it. It's very easy to make. Even though it does take a little while, it's really easy to make. And also, I'm going to be showing you how I did these coasters. I love them because they look so adorable. And these you can use to, you know, what coasters are for. You just put them, you know, like on the table, and then you put your drink on top. And I really love this. These were so easy to make, very affordable, very inexpensive. And so yeah, I'm going to be showing you how I did these. Also, the last thing that I'm going to show you is how to make this really cute garland. I love it. It was very easy to make. Everything that I needed, I bought it at the Dollar Tree to make it. So yeah, definitely stick around so that you can see how I made all of these really cool and cute things. The awesome thing about it is that you can keep these things in your room all year long, and it's never outdated. It's never going to be, you know, out of place because it's romantic and it's love. So definitely guys, check this out, and thank you guys so much for watching. I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye. For these coasters, I used some air dry clay that I had left over from other DIY projects, and I'm just going to roll it out and make it as flat and as wide as I need to trace the coaster. And here I'm using a coaster that I already had as a guide or a template to cut along the edges to make my clay coaster. Then I'm just going to remove the excess and smooth it out a little bit just so the edges won't be too rough. Once I have all the clay coasters formed, I will use some rhinestones and little metal hearts to decorate them. I will place them on the coaster and press, creating an impression where I can later glue them down after I paint the coasters. This will allow any decoration to be leveled to the surface of the clay so that the cups will sit flat on the coaster. And I'm going to use a pin to kind of just get them out. Then I will just let them sit there for about a day so that they can get dry. After they are all dry, I will use a sanding block to buff out the edges and just make them a little bit more smooth and get rid of any rough bumps. After that, they are ready to paint, and I'm going to be using pink, white, and gold. I'm going to spray paint 2 of them pink and 2 white, and I'm going to do the back and the edges gold. After they are all dry, I'm going to use some glue to glue down the little metal hearts that I have and the rhinestones. I'm going to do that for all of them, and then when they're all finished, this is what they're going to look like. For the book box, the first thing I'm going to use is this hardcover book. And I purchased this at the Dollar Tree for $1, and I'm just going to need the cover of the book. So I'm going to use a cutter knife to remove the pages from the cover, and after I remove them, I can either recycle them or still continue to read the book because they won't be damaged. Then I'm going to measure how thick the book is so that I can cut out the edges of the box. Then I'm going to use the ruler to mark it down onto cardboard, and then I'm going to know how thick to make the cuts. And I'm just going to use a ruler and a cutter knife to do that. Then I'm just going to cut one side of the cardboard to be able to fold it without actually cutting it off all the way. And then it's going to look something like this. I'm going to use it to make the edges of the box. And I'm going to remove some of the cardboard so that one side of it can be flat. And this side I'm going to use it to glue it down to the book cover. And I'm just going to make sure that the cardboard is the right size all the way around. Here I'm going to leave a little bit of extra space to glue down the corners together, and they can be flat. So I'm just going to cut a little square here and remove the thick part of the cardboard on one side, and this is going to allow it to glue together like this. And then of course I am going to need 2 of these. And I'm going to use some school glue and some staples to make sure it stays together. And then I'm just going to glue it down. And here I'm measuring and cutting out the scrapbook paper that I'm going to use to place over the book cover. And I'm going to use some glue stick. I think this works better than school glue because it won't leave any bubbles or lines behind. So I'm just going to place the book cover over the paper that already has the glue on it, and I'm just going to press down, and then I'm going to smooth it out and make sure there's no bubbles or bumps. And I'm just going to continue to do that for the rest of the book cover, and I'm going to use more paper to make sure I cover all of it. And then I'm going to do the same thing and just apply some glue stick to the edges to make sure that I fold up the paper and make sure the edges are nice and clean. Now I'm just going to make sure that this box frame fits in there nicely so that I can take some paper and wrap it up. And for that I'm going to use this very pretty pink scrapbook paper that I like. And I'm using school glue, but I do prefer to use glue stick. I just ran out. And once I have the frame all wrapped up, I'm going to use some hot glue to secure it down to the book cover. And I'm just going to press down before it gets cold. And I'm going to do that for all sides. As I mentioned, I ran out of glue sticks, so I'm just going to use some school glue and a brush to smooth out the glue and apply some pink scrapbook paper just to conceal the book cover and make it look a different color that I like. And I'm just going to do that for all of the inside of the box. And I'm just going to finish decorating it the way that I want. I'm going to use some floral paper, some labels. I got this really nice book at Walmart, and it has labels and letters and different kinds of scrapbook paper, and you can find it for like $5 at Walmart. So I'm just going to use that and different stickers that I have to kind of just personalize it and make it the way that I want. I also decided to add a ribbon so that I can tie the box together and that way it doesn't come open. And so I'm going to do that. I'm going to apply a little bit of hot glue and I'm going to put ribbon on both sides of the box. I'm going to make sure they're both the same length and then I'm just going to use it to tie a bow. And that is it. That's how it turned out. I really love this idea. You can keep it as decoration for your room. You can give it to somebody as a gift, or you can just make this to, keep jewelry and things that you treasure. For the rose garland, I'm just going to pull the roses off the stem and I'm going to do the same thing with the leaves. I'm going to pull them off and they are grouped in threes, but I'm going to go ahead and just cut them off so that they can all be individuals. And I'm going to do that with the scissors. Now I'm going to trim a little bit of the stem off the rose and then I'm going to put some hot glue on there and then I'm just going to take the string and wrap a little bit of the string onto the little stem. And this is going to make sure it stays on there nice and secured. Then I'm going to place the string on the middle of the leaf and I'm going to add a little bit of glue and then just fold it and press on it a little bit. And I'm going to make sure that I leave enough string between the leaf and the rose. And then I'm just going to continue to do that in that same pattern until I run out of roses. And this is what it looks like when I'm finished, and I really love it. It's very beautiful, and I can keep this as a decoration all year long. And I got this love word at Walmart. It was only like $3, and when I saw it, I just had to get it because I have been wanting to do some of these letters like this for my room. And so I just bought it and I painted it with white paint and pink paint. And I love it. This is something that you can give for Valentine's Day to someone, or you can just keep in your room as decoration year round, and it's going to look beautiful.